Archangel Michael says, "Lean in, my beloved child, and don't skip this. What I am about to tell you carries the kind of truth that changes the entire rhythm of your heartbeat." Heaven has been watching something unfold quietly in the background of your life, something so tender, yet so unexpected. Stay till the end, because what's coming next will make everything you doubted start to make sense. There is someone who fell for you, not because of what the world calls perfect timing, but because their soul recognized yours. They never planned it, never chased it, but they found themselves thinking about you in ways that terrified them. They told themselves it was wrong because of the years between you, but love doesn't follow the calendar of the earth, it follows the call of destiny. Their eyes carry that silent ache of admiration they've been trying to hide. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may have noticed their hesitation, how they act normal but their silence speaks too much. Every time they see you, a storm builds behind their smile, and they have to look away before their heart gives them away. They feel they shouldn't, yet they can't stop. They've prayed for guidance, asking why God placed you in their path if it was meant to be impossible. But heaven never makes mistakes, my child. Archangel Michael says, this connection is divine timing wrapped in disguise. There's a reason this person's affection feels so pure, so rare, so difficult to explain. The age difference, the barriers, the unspoken fear, none of it can cancel the truth that love is not measured by numbers but by energy. When souls meet across time, the years blur like fog. What remains is recognition. And heaven is watching both hearts ache for what cannot yet be said. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This person has been fighting an invisible war within. They wake up thinking about you, then scold themselves for it. They try to convince their heart to move on, but the pull is magnetic. They've seen signs, your initials appearing in random places, songs that echo your voice, moments that feel like whispers from above. They don't know it yet, but these are confirmations from God Himself. When you think of them suddenly, even in silence, it's not your imagination. It's their soul calling out to yours, softly, hopelessly, lovingly. God has been guiding both of you through this maze, preparing the moment when honesty will replace fear. For now, you are both being refined by longing. That longing is holy, it is proof of something divine. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, heaven says do not run from this feeling. The world may judge what it cannot understand, but God measures hearts, not ages. You are learning what unconditional love feels like, something no logic can box in. Every time your heart skips when you hear their name, remember, the divine is teaching you courage disguised as affection. Stay till the end, something sacred is being revealed. This person feels you even when you're far away. They can sense when you're tired, when you're quiet, when you're missing them. Sometimes they pick up their phone to message you but stop midway. They're afraid of how deep they've fallen, afraid that confessing would change everything. Yet heaven keeps pushing them closer to truth. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You both share a vibration beyond the surface, something older than this lifetime. The connection feels new, but it's ancient. Somewhere in the archives of time, your souls promise to find each other again. This is why every glance feels like déjà vu, why every silence feels like home. Age cannot break what eternity has built. They've tried to distract themselves, throwing work, friends, and noise into the emptiness you left behind after every conversation. But nothing fills that space. Even music, once their refuge, now sounds incomplete because every melody reminds them of your laughter. You've become the rhythm their heart unconsciously beats to. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has watched this love with both compassion and protection. You are being prepared for a love story that defies human limitation. There will be delays, doubts, and divine pauses, but every second serves purpose. The difference in age, status, or timing is not a mistake, it's the tool heaven is using to test the strength of your hearts. And one day soon, those years won't matter anymore. Right now, the angels are arranging circumstances that will bring clarity. Expect conversations that heal, signs that confirm, and synchronicities that align like pieces of a long-lost puzzle. Someone close to this person will accidentally mention your name, and in that moment, their heart will surrender completely. That will be heaven's signal that the time has come. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This person once prayed for someone like you but never believed it would happen this way. You were their answered prayer wrapped in unexpected timing. Every time they doubted, God whispered your name in their dreams, reminding them, this connection is not coincidence. Love arrives when it's divinely meant, not when it's convenient. My beloved child, don't lose faith in what your soul feels. You weren't brought here to experience ordinary love. This is a story written by divine ink, and though it may look unconventional, it carries lessons of patience, surrender, and purpose. You are teaching this person what real love looks like, without condition, without demand, without fear. The angels are proud of your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Sometimes the person meant for you enters your life to heal a wound you forgot existed. That's what you did for them. You reminded them that love can be gentle again, that it doesn't have to break them to reach them. They may be older or younger, but in spirit, you are equals, mirror souls meeting halfway across time. That meeting was never random. They are afraid of judgment, of whispers, of what others might say. But in the quiet moments, when the world fades, they imagine a life where love isn't measured by numbers but by meaning. And in those moments, they smile without realizing, because they're already living it in their heart. You've changed the way they see love forever. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, Heaven is preparing both of you for the day everything will make sense. You may feel delays now, but delays are divine choreography. The universe is rearranging pieces so that when it happens beautifully. You'll meet at a place that feels familiar, a moment charged with emotion, and you'll both know, it was always meant to be. Stay still until heaven finishes writing this chapter. You may receive a message, a call, or a dream within the coming days that carries their energy. It may not be direct, but it will shake something inside you. That's your confirmation, heaven is aligning hearts. Even if they're far, they feel your absence like an echo that won't fade. Their soul is whispering your name into the universe. Type Amen to get blessing 222. This love isn't forbidden, it's protected. God doesn't give love to mock us, He gives love to awaken us. The age difference is simply a vessel to teach both of you maturity, patience, and depth. One of you has lived through lessons the other still needs to learn. Together, you balance each other's timelines. That's divine partnership at work. They have moments of fear, fear of what you'd say, fear of ruining what already exists. Yet beneath that fear lies devotion. They would walk through the crowd and still sense you in the noise. They would close their eyes and still see your light through the dark. Your soul became their compass without even trying. Type Amen to get blessing 333. My beloved child, if you're hearing this, heaven chose you because your heart can carry the weight of divine timing. You are not meant to chase, you are meant to receive. Stay calm, stay faithful, and let heaven handle the unseen details. The more you trust, the faster the plan unfolds. This is not just love, it's destiny unfolding slowly. Soon, something will shift, a message, a meeting, a confession that breaks years of silence. It won't come in a rush, it will come gently, like morning light after a long storm. And in that moment, both of you will realize that what felt delayed was actually divine protection preparing you for permanence. Heaven saves the best for last. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Remember this, every heartbeat of longing has been counted. Every night you couldn't sleep thinking of them was recorded in heaven's book of divine unions. This love is not forbidden, it's sacredly timed. And when it's revealed, even the stars will seem to bow, because they'll know heaven kept its promise. Hold your peace, for your miracle is close. Archangel Michael says, when the appointed moment arrives, you'll feel it in your chest before it happens. A sudden calm, a sudden warmth, a sudden knowing, this is it. You'll see them, or hear from them, or sense them, and all fear will vanish. Heaven will have done its work. Until then, stay in love, stay in faith, and stay patient. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your story isn't ending, it's only beginning. The age difference is a chapter heading, not a boundary. Love like this rewrites the laws of time. And one day, you'll look back and realize that everything, every delay, every silence, every prayer, was leading you right here. Heaven has been writing your love story all along. My beloved child, don't skip this part, something important is unfolding right now as these words reach your soul. There's a shift in the spiritual atmosphere around your connection. Heaven is rearranging emotions, timing, and energy to make sure nothing can block what's destined. This isn't coincidence, it's divine motion hidden in plain sight. This person you're connected to has been feeling strange lately. Restless at night, distracted during the day, emotional over small things. They can't explain why, but deep down, it's their soul reacting to your name being whispered in the higher realm. God is awakening them to realize your bond can't be denied anymore. Their heart is being rewritten by divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You'll soon notice unusual patterns, dreams where you're together, songs that follow you, or their name showing up in unexpected places. These aren't random, they're confirmations that heaven is synchronizing both hearts. Every sign is a breadcrumb leading to your reunion. What was once uncertain is slowly becoming undeniable. Archangel Michael says, every obstacle that stood between you and them is losing its strength. Age difference, opinions, distance, all those shadows are dissolving in divine light. This love is stepping out of secrecy into revelation. You may feel nervous, but that's how your soul recognizes that something major is near. Don't let fear interrupt what heaven has already approved. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This person's eyes have started to change. If you look closely, you'll see softness that wasn't there before. Love has humbled them. The more they try to resist, the stronger the pull becomes. They used to believe love had limits, but you showed them that it's timeless, ageless, borderless. They're learning that souls don't grow old, only deeper. They replay your words in their mind like a song that never ends. Every detail, your laugh, your silence, your eyes, feels carved into their memory. And when they see you, they freeze inside, torn between fear and desire, between what they think they should do and what they feel heaven telling them to do. That's how destiny sounds. It shakes the inside before it moves the outside. Type Amen to get blessing 888. My beloved child, heaven says this love was assigned, not chosen. It's not just romance. It's a spiritual assignment. You were meant to awaken each other's purpose. Your meeting was a divine setup, not a random crossing of paths. When your energies collided, the angels themselves paused, because they recognized an ancient promise being fulfilled. That's why it feels so sacred and heavy at once. Right now, you may be separated by silence, misunderstanding, or fear of judgment. But don't mistake distance for disconnection. God is only allowing space to prepare both hearts for alignment. This is not rejection, it's reorganization. Your patience is what turns divine plans into visible miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, the angels are clearing out old energies from your path. Anyone who once doubted your worth or mocked your heart will soon witness your elevation. You will glow without explanation, and that glow will pull this person closer to you effortlessly. Heaven is making sure nothing toxic remains attached to you before this divine union solidifies. This love deserves a clean, blessed atmosphere. You may feel intense emotions for no reason, crying, laughing, feeling waves of nostalgia. That's not mood swings, my child, that's spiritual merging. Your heart is expanding to hold what's coming. This kind of love demands emotional strength because it carries divine purpose. You are being prepared to love like heaven loves, without conditions. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They've tried to move forward, but every attempt feels hollow. People come and go, yet no one feels like home the way you do. It's because heaven sealed their heart with your energy. You are their divine counterpart, the only one whose frequency can unlock their full peace. And deep down, they've started to realize that truth. You've been patient, and heaven has noticed. Every tear you shed quietly has been seen. Every moment you whispered their name in your heart was heard. God didn't ignore you. He was timing everything so that when this love returns, it stays. Temporary pain for eternal connection. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The world around them is slowly losing its color. Nothing excites them the way it once did because their joy was attached to you. They see your reflection in everything, even in moments that have nothing to do with you. That's how heaven reminds them, they can't outrun destiny. They're finally learning that love can't be reasoned out of existence. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit for alignment. This person will be guided to reach out in a moment when you least expect it. It will feel spontaneous, but in truth, it's orchestrated by the divine. When they do, speak from peace, not pain. Don't bring up the past, let the future begin clean. Heaven will handle what words cannot. Type Amen to get blessing 333. My beloved child, don't chase this. Let love chase you. What belongs to you never runs away, it only circles back when it's ready. The angels have already placed your name in their thoughts like an unshakable echo. Even while they sleep, heaven whispers, you are safe to love again. That whisper carries your energy. They're beginning to trust what they feel rather than what logic says. Logic says it's wrong, love says it's right. And slowly, love is winning. They're realizing that the heart doesn't check birth years, it checks resonance. Heaven is teaching them to see with the eyes of the soul. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The next time you sense their energy or see a sign that reminds you of them, pause and breathe. That's heaven's reminder that your story is still unfolding. Don't rush it. Every divine connection must pass through stages of purification before union. This is your refining season. Stay faithful, reward is near. The angels have been guarding this connection from interference. People who tried to manipulate either of you are being exposed. Lies are being dissolved, truths are surfacing, and clarity is replacing confusion. What once felt lost is being restored by divine command. The truth is rising, and so will your love. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There will be a sudden turning point soon, a small moment that changes everything. Maybe a message, a song, or a familiar glance that unlocks a flood of memories. It will happen naturally, beautifully, effortlessly. You won't need to force it. Heaven's fingerprints will be all over that moment. It will feel like coming home. You are entering a new phase where divine unions are being activated across timelines. The difference in age will become irrelevant because your connection is about balance, not numbers. You bring light where they bring wisdom, they bring calm where you bring fire. Together, you create harmony that serves heaven's plan. This isn't forbidden, it's anointed. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, your patience is almost complete. What you've endured in silence will soon be rewarded openly. The divine is setting the stage for a revelation moment, where what's hidden will be confessed. This person will no longer run, they will surrender. And when they do, everything you waited for will finally make sense. Prepare your heart for a miracle in motion. You might see repeating signs soon, 1111, feathers, sudden warmth, or unexpected peace. Don't ignore them. Those are divine signals confirming that your story is approaching its turning point. The heavens have already stamped "approved" on your love. Now, all that's left is divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 777. My beloved child, as you read these words, release your fear. Love is not your enemy, it's your teacher. What you're feeling isn't weakness, it's awakening. God is showing you the power of emotion when guided by Spirit. You were born to love with courage, not to hide behind hesitation. Your heart is heaven's masterpiece. Soon, there will be peace between you and this person, no more confusion, no more guessing. Everything will become clear. You will both understand that this was never a mistake but a mirror reflecting divine timing. Love will no longer hurt, it will heal. Type Amen to get blessing 888. And when it finally happens, it won't feel dramatic, it will feel calm, right, peaceful. Heaven's kind of love doesn't come with chaos, it comes with quiet certainty. That's how you'll know it's time. You'll recognize their energy, their sincerity, and the divine softness in their eyes. That's when heaven's story begins on earth. Archangel Michael says, heaven is sealing this message with divine assurance. No one can interfere anymore. Every delay, every fear, every misunderstanding is dissolving in the light of truth. You are stepping into the season of fulfillment. The promise is alive, and the union is closer than ever. Hold this message deep in your heart, my child. Believe what your spirit already knows. Love doesn't follow rules, it rewrites them. The difference in age is merely the doorway through which heaven chose to teach both of you divine patience and unconditional acceptance. And soon, that doorway will open fully. Type Amen to get blessing 999.